Hi friends, I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to another Collage with Me video. I brought out this 7" by 9.5" art journal for this collage session. Also, I pulled out these 3 pieces of found ephemera, a red ticket, a VIP movie pass, and a safety sticker to use in the collage. I've used found ephemera before in my collages. I have 2 previous videos where I use it. If you're interested in checking out those videos, I'll put links in the description area below. These 3 were found on different neighborhood walks. I find it's an excellent exercise to use ephemera that isn't too curated. I can get in a rut when creating collages, and these pieces challenge me to push my creativity. Now let's go over the supplies we'll be using. Besides these 3 pieces of ephemera, I brought out other ephemera and painted papers to use. We have pages from an old paperback book. We have red ephemera, which will tie in nicely with the found ephemera. We have tissue paper that was gifted to me by a friend. We have some blue painted papers and bright yellow painted papers. I'm not sure if we'll be using all these papers, but I'll know more once we're collaging, but it's nice to have these out. We got matte medium. I'm only planning on using matte medium since I rarely use it in collaging, except when I'm using bleeding tissue paper, but I do have a glue stick as a backup. Let's see, we got the brush for the matte medium. Then we have a plastic card to smooth out any wrinkles in the papers. Sometimes that happens when you're using matte medium. Water jar is good to have on hand, scissors, paper towels, and a piece of paper to put behind the page we're working on in the journal, because matte medium can get kind of messy. So let's start collaging. I decided to pull one more piece of ephemera. This is a scrap of a Thomas Guide map. It was sitting out on my table and I thought it would work well with this collage. And I do have an idea of how I want this collage to look. Let me put this aside for a moment. I want to take the pages from the old book and put those around the edges and then move in towards the more colorful pieces of paper. And just a heads up, at this section, there's going to be a mix of narration and music. So let's start collaging. At this point of the collage, I want to take a minute and trim up the edges. I can't tell if it's finished yet, and for my eye, it helps when the edges are trimmed up to see if that's a finished collage or if I need to come back in to add some more color or pieces of ephemera. So let me do that and we'll come right back. The edges of the collage are trimmed, and at this stage we'll take another look to see if we need to add anything or not. And that's why I like trimming up the edges. If you trim up the edges and the collage looks finished, then you know to stop. But if you trim up the edges and you see areas that need to be changed or enhanced, then you know you have to keep going. And that's what I see. It's this area right in here where the warning sticker is. I think it's too white and too awkward. So what I did was I tore up some of these orange painted papers to see which one would look good in this area. I've been leaning towards this one because it has the white edge, but let me show you the other two. So we have this one. This one I think will be too thick, but I could always trim it down. I think I'm going to go with this one because it has that white edge, so it bleeds nicely into this area. So let me attach that, and I'm going to let this dry a bit, and then we'll come back for one final review. Here's the finished collage. I mostly use this matte medium for gluing the collage papers, but I did use a glue stick for a few pieces. Looking back now, it would have been easier for the thicker papers, such as these red pieces and the blue paper, to be glued down using a glue stick. With that said, it was a good exercise to use the matte medium on most of the collage. So let's review the rest of the collage. I like that the color paper of the collage is clustered in this area and it travels along this side. It helps guide the viewer's eye around the collage. And I like that this area reads neutral or light because it frames the colorful area. So all in all, I'm happy with the way this collage turned out. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye now.